What's up, guys? So this is Storm back again with another video, and in this video I'm going to talk about how your spirit guides connect with you and communicate with you. Now, the first way that they communicate with you is through angel numbers. So you'll start to see numbers like 1111, 333, 222, etc., 444. You get the gist, right? Now, when you start seeing these numbers on a daily basis, you'll know that your ancestors, your spirit guides, whatever you want to call them, are trying to communicate with you, right? They're bringing your attention to either whether it's a clock or whether it's a news article or whether it's a receipt or whatever it is. They're bringing your attention to those things, and you're seeing those numbers to know that they're always around you, they're always watching, and they're always helping you take that next step to achieve what you're meant to achieve in this lifetime, right? So when you start seeing these numbers on a daily basis, you know that you're on the right path. You know that you're doing the right things. When you stop seeing these numbers on a daily and weekly basis, you know that you might be falling off the path. It seemed to me like when I went vegan when I went full-time vegan, I started seeing these numbers a lot more. Whenever I would be cooking, I would see these numbers. I would see these numbers randomly, like, on the car, on the mileage on the car, like the mileage counter. I would see these numbers. I would see these numbers on the clock a lot when I would be doing certain things like meditating or, whatever the case may be. I would just see these numbers. Now, just understand that when you start seeing these numbers a lot, it means that your guides are near you, and they're trying to let you know that they're there and that there's a reason that you're doing the things that you're doing and you're going forward in the right direction. Now, the second way that your spirit guides try to connect with you is through other people. So they'll send messages to you through other people, and an example of this was, when I first started to really get serious about practicing meditation and also get serious about practicing the practice of NoFap or semen retention. There was one day where I was at work and a man walked in, and this man, he had an Australian accent. I had never seen him before, and so I started to make his order, his smoothie, and he just started to talk to me. Like, I wasn't really talking to him about anything much, and he told me, if you want to succeed in life, the number one thing you got to do is you got to meditate, and you got to visualize the thing that you want, and you got to see it, and you really got to think about it on a daily basis, no matter what you're doing, right? No matter you're driving or you're, at work or whatever you're doing, you got to hold this image of you succeeding in your mind. And, to give you more of a background, this man was actually a championship boxer in his country. So, he was someone who had experienced success and, given me those same keys to success that he had used to become successful. Now, another thing that he mentioned was semen retention. He said, you got to stop watching the porn, mate. He said, you got to stop releasing your energy, mate. You got to harness the energy, mate, and you got to channel it upwards, and you got to use it. You got to use it to create what you want to create in life. And so, hearing this from this man who knew nothing about me, who I never met before, but just so happened to be giving me a message that was completely incongruent with something that I was dealing with and something that I was trying to implement in my life, just gave me the ultimate understanding of, okay, this is actually the right thing for me to do, and I need to double down on what I'm doing and make sure that I do this to the best of my ability. So that's an example of your guides coming to talk to you through other people, right? They're inspiring other people to give you certain messages that you need at certain times. Another way that your guides will communicate with you is through animals. Now, this one I definitely did not notice or understand at all until I went vegan. But when I did make that switch, animals started to react to me differently. Birds would land on my windowsill, and they would land on my windowsill and make noise on days where I wanted to sleep in, and days that I wanted to not do anything, or days that I wanted to just, I was just feeling bad about my life and about myself. And these birds would come and land on my windowsill and flap their wings until I got up. I would get up, leave my room, go get started with the day, come back into my room to grab something, and the birds would be gone. So it was clear that the birds were being sent by my guides to get me to go into action. And I've had multiple different encounters with birds in that very context. But your guides will communicate with you through animals, right? They will take control of animal bodies and you know fly close to you, or even like squirrels, for instance. Squirrels never used to come near me and just stay and look, right? But just as I've been in my backyard here filming today, I've had birds land, I've had squirrels land and just look at me. Your guides are always observing you, and your guides can't be physical all the time, but they can take and control physical shells for brief moments in time. So your guides will communicate with you through numbers, through other people, and through animals. There's other ways that your guides can connect with you through your dreams as well, but that takes a little bit more recognition to understand. But yeah, that's just a brief video on how your spirit guides connect with you. And until next time, this is Storm, and peace.